One complaint in the city of Jonesboro for the last number of years has been traffic and traffic congestion. The first step was to identify some of the problem areas. Of course, that's not hard to do, but it was evident that this traffic flow with our traffic signals was a problem, and also there's some capacity issues at key locations. One, we're trying to address flow with internal staff. We're trying to synchronize the signals, add right turn lanes at key locations. Externally, we're pursuing projects with the Highway and Transportation Department and a railroad overpass on Highway 18 in Edelton, a number of right turn lanes and capacity improvement at key locations. And one of the main things we're doing is we're trying to synchronize the traffic signals throughout the city. The city has approximately 85 traffic signals. It takes quite an effort to synchronize the signals based off of how traffic flow changes on an hour-by-hour basis. Really, sometimes even 15-minute basis, the flow and the patterns can change. And so with the Department of Energy grant secured by our grants department, the city purchased Tactics software, which is a management software that we use to communicate to all the traffic signals, and they all can receive commands from this software, and they're synchronized to one clock. From a central management station, we can communicate to the traffic signals, change data. We're in the process of upgrading the communications network where we'll be able to view video remotely and have cameras at key locations to monitor traffic, and we can make changes on the fly as traffic congestion happens. You know, many times when we try to address these traffic issues, there's only so much that traffic signal timing can do. However, that's very important. But in a lot of cases, the answer is to add asphalt, if you will. And so many of these projects, we simply have to increase the capacity at these locations. If you look at it in a water pipe analogy, if you have a clog in the pipe, the answer isn't necessarily to increase the diameter of the entire length of pipe. The answer would just be to undo the clog, widen the area where there's a restriction, and it's the same thing with traffic flow. And so we've tried to identify these clogs, these bottlenecks or restrictions, and we're trying to see exactly what has to be done to increase the capacity there so the bottleneck no longer exists. Our street department is doing a fabulous job. Really, some of these projects that we're doing, they couldn't be done any cheaper. If we let these projects that the street department is able to construct internally, just with the staff that we have and also the knowledge that the street department has, we're getting these projects done a third of the value, or a third of the cost, if we would let these out to contract, and also a fraction of the time. And so we're really trying to be as efficient as we can with the time, with the money and time and staff that we have available. And so I just can't speak highly enough of the street department and the way they're able to handle doing these projects. We are working on it. We didn't get to this point. It took quite a while to get to this point. The city has grown steadily throughout the years, and but we're just starting to make efforts to address these problems. It's very time-consuming securing funding for some of these larger projects, but the key is to get the ball rolling. And we've done that. The ball is rolling now. This is a never-ending process, really. However, the mayor has emphasized it as one of his priorities. We really don't see the growth slowing down. And so essentially we're going to have to keep pursuing projects that reduce congestion at key locations, to keep the traffic flowing at least as good as it is now, and hopefully we can improve it.